life isn't what I see on the news.
It's not a magazine ad
or a music video.
My life is unique.
I am learning who I am.
Where I stand.
How I fit in.
Real life is bigger than fantasy.
This is real life teens.
Internet social networking is something that has exploded over the past several years. Social networking sites offer students the opportunity to create a self-image.
Yeah, I go on Facebook probably 5 times a day.
Well, for one, a lot of young teens are relying on that for popularity, you know, being liked.
I think that social network sites like MySpace and Facebook, they're like initially a good idea, just, I mean, if they're not taken advantage of.
The profile gives them a chance to create an image of themselves that they want people to see by putting themselves out there.
First thing I've seen on MySpace is just the extent of which people can express themselves like verbally and like post different like videos or whatnot, pictures, scandalous pictures, racy pictures.
They're not going to do this. They're not going to post pictures of me, you know, like it's fine.
Almost all high school students belong to some kind of internet social network, and those that do not belong to a social network are often pressured into joining by old and new friends.
This is real life teens.
The purpose of most of these types of networks is to allow individuals and groups to keep in touch and track the daily lives of each other. Members are allowed to share anything from small bits of personal information such as who they are dating and where they are studying, to things like photographs and videos that clearly document their lives.
I think that by having these websites, it can be a great thing.
It's a great way to meet new people and create connections, because the job that I want to go into, it's all about networking.
For many, this is a wonderful gift of technology, although make sure you know what you are doing before posting your personal information.
First of all, I have to start off by saying that I'm addicted to Facebook. It's no wonder that people get sucked into it, because it's kind of like this convenient little database.
I feel a lot of teens think that internet's safe. They think that nobody's going to be able to see what's on there, so they feel like what they write and who they send it to, that's the only person that's going to see it.
When you're younger, you think a lot of things are okay. You just think it's okay if other people do it. Like, if your friends are doing it and it turned out fine for them, well, it's going to turn out fine for me.
It's an easier way to get to know younger people if you want to abuse them sexually or mentally. It's a predator's dream.
Well, yeah, pop-up ads, pornography, everything, it's all over the internet. Everyone gets them, whether they say they do or not.
Yeah, I believe a lot of people lie when they make online profiles.
The worst thing that's ever happened to me online would probably be when a group of people would be on one other person's email, pretending they're that person, telling you things that you wouldn't want to hear from that person, and you not knowing it's somebody else. They're like telling you things like, I don't like you anymore, or I want to break up, if you think it's your girlfriend and it's really somebody else.
And there's other people that you're interacting with. No matter what's happening, you're talking to yourself, and you're talking to the ideas you have about other people.
Then you can meet some really great people. Like, I met 2 people that were like really fun, and I got MySpace, and we chat like almost every week. And
I usually don't go on that often, maybe like once or twice a week.
They have more freedom on internet because they know their parents can't go on it, and they might not know how to, so they feel obligated, like, oh, I have this freedom, I can go on this website, and they won't know.
What many people don't consider is the dangers that social networking introduces to their lives. Teens that don't put much thought into what kind of content they place on the networks can easily make themselves vulnerable to all kinds of threats. Some of these threats are minor, of course, but some can be incredibly severe.
What they like, who their friends are, where they live, what their status is, what they eat, where they sleep. MySpace, which totally led to the whole coalition of that invasion of privacy. Facebook, Twitters, and basically just have the person come to your house.
These things include a person's social habits, their work life, where they live, and what kind of things they own. It can also include things they do, who someone's friends are, and what their schedule will be on any given day.
I think teenagers feel like, oh, it's not going to happen to me. Like, I'm not going to be a statistic. It's not going to happen to me. Like, they feel invincible.
Personally, I don't post anything personal because of that reason, but everyone else that I see does post personal things.
It creates this almost like synthetic personality that you can just represent yourself through text rather than your actual personality.
Sure, there may be like potential dangers, but like still there's like many people out there that just want to have friends. Like I would love to like meet someone in Japan and like meet them someday. It'd be pretty awesome.
She kept on getting phone numbers from somebody in Mexico who all that she could understand was that he had found her online and that he was in love with her and wanted to meet up with her. And through the internet got her phone number and was able to contact her.
There's this one, I don't really know how old he is, this one man who rides the trolley. Out of all my friends, they've all gotten like MySpace messages from him, like saying how cute they are and stuff.
Internet harassment has really altered the use of the internet. When as the internet was originally invented for information, it's now being used for so many things, and it's just, it's terrible. It's really tragic, but at the same time, all that more avoidable. But people do what they do, and they get sucked in and seduced to what they want.
So there's a lot of dangers with putting personal information online.
More and more, the news is reporting that crimes as violent as rape and murder can be traced back to the information placed on a given networking site.
If you can get past like all the naughty stuff that goes on there.
I believe the internet is a great place for predators. It's an easy, fun, it's like a Toys R Us for predators.